Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal trains all get away.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted you could all attend my second Governor's Conference on Energy. It's great to see you all here as we continue the discussion of the critically important topic of energy that we began last year. We've had some really good panels today, and we've all learned a lot about how we can make Virginia the energy capital of the East Coast. Now, I know right now, we aren't any kind of energy capital. Virginia is the second largest importer of electricity behind California. Sure, that's meaningless since buying from Ohio is not like buying from Saudi Arabia, but still, calling us the energy capital of the East Coast seems just like a cheap slogan. But you know, 10 years ago, if you asked me about my energy policy, I would say I drink a lot of Red Bull and take a lot of vitamins. It wasn't on the agenda. But energy is critically important to America. For us to be a shining city on a hill, for us to continue to be an exceptional nation, the leader of the free world, we must use our God-given natural resources to achieve our energy security, and no place more so than here in our great state. So let's talk about what we can do to truly make Virginia an energy capital we can all be proud of, where it's not the quantity of the energy we use, but producing and using it wisely that set us apart. It's critically important that we focus on these things, and that means we have to be willing to do things differently. We have to break with the past. And
that's what we do, yes.
In spite of our low energy prices in the Commonwealth, Virginians actually pay higher electric utility bills than most Americans, just because we waste so much energy. Our failure to address this puts at risk the energy security of millions of our residents. That's not leadership. Doing more in the area of energy efficiency would save money and put people to work at the same time. That has to be a priority.
Thank you.
We also must develop our solar and wind resources. Yeah. Solar is the fastest growing industry in the U.S., and we should have it right here.
Yep.
Yes. It creates jobs and it supplies energy when we need it most on hot, sunny days. Our shining city on a hill, that could be the reflections of the solar panels on 1 million homes and businesses.
Yes.
Offshore wind. You know, I tell my friends in the United States Congress that Virginia has been blessed with an incredible natural resource. The best winds anywhere in the country, outside the United States Congress, off our coast. We've got the transmission and the supply chain. Hampton Roads offers a tremendous port with a highly skilled workforce. We can create thousands of jobs. It would be ideal to have Hampton Roads be the offshore wind capital of the United States. Let me talk to you about one major obstacle that we face in promoting energy. It is us. Those of you who are in emerging technologies like wind and solar know this well. We don't have a level playing field in Virginia because we make our taxpayers subsidize coal to the tune of $45 million annually. We also don't take any account of the pollution and healthcare costs of using fossil fuels. If you don't have a level playing field, you don't have a solar industry and you don't have a wind industry. That's not leadership. Delaware, their Public Utility Commission requires utilities to consider these costs, what they call externalities. They know it's not low-cost energy if the money you save on electricity has to be spent 3 times over on extra health care for asthma and heart attacks. The point is, we've got to do better. And while we're talking about failures, we should mention my signature energy initiative. Okay, my only energy initiative, promoting drilling for oil off the Virginia coast. After the Gulf oil spill happened, a lot of people thought better of endangering our fishing and tourist industries with oil drilling. I said we should go ahead, but I realize now that was the Red Bull talking. I kind of felt like my friend Rick Perry in Texas, insisting the climate isn't warming even while his state burns up. I hear the farmers are hoping he denies rain next, so the clouds will come. And after the tsunami in Japan and an earthquake right here at home, do I even need to mention what that did to my support for nuclear energy? Reality bites back hard. Frankly, our support for the coal industry hasn't worked out too well either. All these subsidies we've given out, all the bills we've supported, giving coal companies carte blanche to pollute. Now utilities are scrambling to close coal plants rather than to build new ones. Coal prices are rising. Coal employment keeps declining. Natural gas is cheaper than coal. If you look at the big picture, environmental effects, health effects, it's clear. Wind and solar are cheaper than coal. Coal doesn't make economic sense anymore, so it's fair to ask, why are we still promoting it?
Hey, I'm Phil Moneybags from Friends of Fossil Fuels. Governor, what's going on here? We had a deal. I give you hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions. And I expect you to support coal. That's the way it works in Virginia.
Yeah.
Right?
So far.
Up until now, this governor's been a supporter of coal. In fact, last year he gave more money, a supporter better than anybody. I never had this problem before.
Well, we have to ask you.
I never had a problem like this before. I don't understand.
We're changing up politics. We're not for sale.
This is unreasonable.
Wow.
This is unreasonable.
Folks, change is hard. I understand how entrenched interests feel they have some kind of right to keep their special status. But we can't forget what is at stake here. If we're going to be leaders, if we're going to keep America energy secure, it is critically important that we start moving away from fossil fuels and embrace the clean energy that is all around us. That is leadership. That is what will keep us on the road to American exceptionalism. You know, I believe as Americans we don't give up. We persevere. Like we've done, we find solutions. We have better plans. We come back and we get things done. And that's what we're going to do. God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia and God bless America.
As you know, the governor will actually be giving a reprise of his speech in just a few minutes inside. At least we hope he uses our script. I sent him his script earlier today, so the governor has a script. But he has agreed to take a couple questions, and so Mr. I think you had a question?
Yeah, I do. Hold on.
Marvels of technology.
Thank you, Governor. In Virginia, we see large new homes being built today, and they don't include solar panels, they don't include solar heating, water heating, they don't include geothermal heating included, they don't include the energy-saving technologies that are so much cheaper to put in when you build the house to begin with. My question for you, Governor, is shouldn't Virginia have incentives that promote these energy-saving technologies that take us away from dirty coal and imported oil, and that will make it foolish to not include these technologies when one builds a new house in Virginia?
Thank you. All good ideas, and we should pursue them. I'm a believer in using the right incentives to put the power of the free market to work. Given the right incentives, American ingenuity and inventiveness will respond. There's nothing we can't achieve, but you have to have the right policies in place.
I believe Ms. Stillman had a question.
Thank you, Governor. You've always expressed an interest in all of the above solution to our energy needs. Are you now abandoning that approach?
Thank you for that question. Our energy security is critically important, so we need to use all of our God-given resources in a sustainable and environmentally safe manner. Our role as leader of the free world means nothing less, so we'll continue to use fossil fuels for our present needs. But as my friends in the Sierra Club have said, we must make an investment in the future to use wind and solar technology, and also to increase efficiency of both commercial and private residences. That's how we'll become the energy capital of the East Coast through leadership in clean energy.
The gentleman over there has a sign which I think bears repeating. The job's not done.
The job's not done. The job's not done. The job's not done. The job's not done. All we are saying is give wind a chance.